NICMAR, National Institute of Construction Management and Research, is a unique national institution with global approach in India. It is a provider of specialist post-graduation programs in construction, real estate, and infrastructure management. It has state-of-the-art facilities. NICMAR is equipped with modern facilities, elegant architectural design, well-lit and spacious classrooms, equipped with modern teaching learning aids and labs, homely accommodation, other student facilities, ample open spaces and unique campus design, computer labs with the latest technology for leading construction business related application packages like MSP, Primavera, P6, BIM, Candy, Bricks, etc. Well-developed physical laboratories such as concrete laboratory, construction process laboratory, formwork and scaffolding laboratory, electromechanical laboratory, etc. The libraries hold a collection of more than 25,000 titles comprising of 23,200 books, periodicals, standards, cases, bound volumes of periodicals, thesis and audio-visual materials including videos, video cassettes and compact discs. The libraries of NICMAR are subscribed to major technical and professional journals relevant to the mainline work of the institute. NICMAR provides research and consultancy in the area of feasibility studies, financial analysis, human resource management, international construction, contracting productivity, methodology development, project management, quality and safety management, techno-economic studies, etc. Campus recruitment at NICMAR has always been a very satisfying experience both for the students and recruiters. In addition to placement opportunities in well-reputed organizations in India, a considerable number of students get opportunities overseas as well. Alumni base of over 30,000 students. Qualified faculty with blend of industry, academia experience and international linkage. Preferred destination for management development programs for mid to senior level professional. Focus on hands-on training and skill development. NICMAR has strong industry linkage with leaders in CRIP sector. Hello and welcome to the day one of India Global Education and Skills Summit, hosted by the Government of Telangana, Technical Education and Collegiate Education Department, organized by Indie Global Media Network. It's presented by Geetham Deemed University and powered by NICMAR, National Institute of Construction Management and Research. And now we have a special presentation by a globally reputed leader, academic leader, and also from sustainable urban development space. Just to give an introduction of our speaker, he is globally renowned educator, academic leader with over 28 years of experience in United Kingdom and also in India. He is an alumni of National Institute of Technology Kurukshetra and SPN New Delhi School of Planning and Architecture. Later on, obtained his PhD from Ulster University in United Kingdom. He will be leading the transformation of NICMAR into academic institution with global recognition in pedagogy and research informed teaching, construction, embedding the use technologies such as artificial intelligence and blockchain. So, without further ado, I would like to call upon the global leader, Dr. Anil Kashyap. He is the Director General, National Institute of Construction Management and Research. Thank you very much, sir, for joining us.
Thank you, Sudhir. Thank you for your kind introduction. And I am very much delighted to be part of this 3 day summit on education and skills, which is very key in today's context.
Thank you. We would request you to please present a presentation on scope, opportunities, global collaboration, innovations, and career in construction management and research. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. And let me share my screen here. Yeah. Is it visible? Sudhir, are we able to see the
Yes, sir.
presentation?
It's clear. Yes.
Perfect. Okay, again, thank you very much for the invite, and I would like to be speaking on this very important and pertinent topic of today's context, which is a scope, opportunities, global collaboration, innovation, and careers in construction. With post-pandemic economy coming back onto track, construction is perhaps one of the discipline area and one of the sector which will play key role in bringing our economy back on track. And and it has already started showing some signs of recovery, and it will be actually now taking a leading role in bringing back the economy onto the track for the country as well as in global context as well. So let me begin with the sort of outline what I'll be touching upon in next 10 to 15 minutes in my presentation is the overall construction, real estate, infrastructure and project industry outlook. Some of the sector insights, some of the challenges and the career opportunities, and where NICMAR is able to play as a role as an institution going forward to bridge the gap between what skills are needed and what kind of professionals we are providing and producing for the sector. If I set the context by looking at some of the fundamentals here, which are very much key to understand the level of demand and the level of the positioning this construction and infrastructure sector has, not even in India, but it is having the similar kind of outlook globally as well. Indeed, with no doubt, we can say that it is construction and infrastructure sector is the second largest employment provider in India after agriculture. And this is coming from the data collected a couple of years ago, and it's still, I'm sure, holding the similar kind of position in 2021 as well. It has become largest recipient of foreign direct investment for India for the year 2021. Which means that it has become one of the mainstream attractor for investment globally, where investment, companies as well as providers, infrastructure providers, they are looking at India as a favorable destination to invest and look at opportunities. It is also construction is again a third largest market globally. It is going to become by 2025 because of the kind of infrastructure project we need, the kind of infrastructure and construction activities which are going around to build our cities and build our neighborhoods. Looking at some of the growth drivers, particularly coming from India, We can talk about very much number of national missions which are launched by Government of India. Particularly to note here are smart cities, which is a mission going on, and it has achieved quite a milestone by end of June 2021. There were about roughly 6,000 projects being identified in a number of smart cities under smart city mission, and roughly we can say about 40 to 45% of the projects have been completed so far, and there is a significant amount of investment has gone in those projects, and which in turn have generated a lot of employment opportunities in those cities and towns where these initiatives have been implemented. Apart from the smart city mission, industrial corridors, there are 11 industrial corridors planned. There are a number of railway stations have been planned for redevelopment, over 600 railway stations. There are 6 ports and mega ports have been planned over the country, and there is an increasing demand for commercial space in order to accommodate offices, hotels, retail, entertainment units, etc., which will require almost 30 million plus square feet of spaces across various cities in India. In addition to some of these, there is a national infrastructure pipeline which has got an investment budget of 1.4 trillion US dollars in a number of sectors, which include renewable energy, roads, highways, urban infrastructure, and railways. And real estate industry is also expected to reach about 1 trillion US dollar by 2030. So why I'm throwing those figures, because these are the key drivers which will actually be boosting the construction and infrastructure sector as far as development activity is concerned. That is one part of it. There is so much of investment has been pledged by the public sector as well as private sector and foreign direct investment. That is the second interesting part of any project. Conceptualization is part of the project, then investment and financing is the part of the project, and then leaves us with the delivery, which I will talk about in a moment. But setting this context, if you look at the kind of scale what we are talking about, I was discussing in previous slide, is the width and the geography of these projects. It is spread across the country. It is not localized, which means that the development will happen evenly in and around those corridors, and it will not create any regional imbalance, which is always an kind of a bone of contention when investments are happening in a particular national development. And this looks like that, given the kind of project corridor, the ports, the investment is going evenly across the country, as well as it is creating even opportunities, which means that everybody has to play equal part in making some of these projects happen. Some of the other interesting aspects going forward, which are for modern and looking forward, is the sustainability aspect of new built environment, the green buildings, and the construction equipments and construction and modernization of fleets. And very recently, the announcement of Prime Minister in his 2 weeks ago, the Gati Shakti launch, talking about the supply chain and management, that construction industry is going to be playing quite a significant role in how to actually make more efficient supply chain and management aspect of various materials, equipments, projects, etc. So all that is so much in thing as far as construction sector is concerned. So when I was talking about these projects, the finance available, but the focus as an educational institution always remain on the kind of competencies required in order to handle these mega projects. And some of the competencies which are listed here are very key for professionals to be playing major role and major part into this development journey of the country's project. And some of these capabilities are in terms of contract management, the project management, project financing, the consultancy, the business development, technology, law and regulation is very important, site administration, environmental management, entrepreneurship management. Having said that, there has been a capability shift from traditional versus the future processes. So I will be discussing about some of these capability shift where we need to be really looking forward. However, there are a number of challenges which are projected here from a report which was published by on the central sector projects. If 414th flash report on central sector projects, which talks about total number of projects. More than half of those projects are listed as without proper date of commissioning. They over a third of a fourth of projects are delayed, and there are equal number of projects which are cost overrun and delayed with respect to the latest schedule. Just only very minimum number of projects out of 1683, only 9 projects are ahead of schedule, and only handful of about 242 projects are on schedule, leaving us a huge concern in delivering the quality, the timeliness, and budget and on cost of these projects. And that's where the role of construction project management, the discipline area, and the institution running these capability building programs in our graduates, including NICMAR, are playing major role. Some of the areas of concerns are around land acquisition, tie-up with project financing, tendering, lack of infrastructure support, law and order, and geological surprises. All those are contributor of the challenges. These need to be managed in a proper manner. I was talking about capability shift. There is no longer an era of traditional processes, but there is an era which is coming in terms of smart portfolio management, the use of technology, use of artificial intelligence, use of blockchain, and use of building information modeling, etc., to speed up some of decision makings on projects and facilitate those decision making on projects. At the same time, prefabrication, standardization, configuration, structural design, which are more speedily replicated, are the need of today's industry. And that's where some of the teaching and learning and new innovations will be coming forth in those spaces. Niti Aayog as well talks about there is a skills gap here, and India will need 70 lakh skilled project managers in the next 10 years in road, highways, and other infrastructure. And that's where we should be getting ready in providing those skilled project managers and skilled managers to manage and overcome some of these challenges which I have listed here, which are causing lots of project delays, budget overrun, as well as commissioning of the projects. NICMAR, particularly with his research and industry interface, provides a solid base and foundation, having a multi-campus presence in national context from Pune, Hyderabad, NCR, Delhi, and Goa, and is trying to fulfill this gap and providing those skilled employment to number of these recruiters across the various various contractors to the infrastructure companies to the consultant advisories, as well as there are some technology companies as well where our graduates are being hired. We have got network with the government organizations, the government of India, and major industrial players, as well as the like and the Quality Council of India, the Smart City Pune. Various involvements are there in terms of our research informed teaching and getting ready the future generation with really smart underpinning ideas of tomorrow. And that's where NICMAR is trying to come and fill the gap, and that's what we will be trying to do and will continue to deliver, and fill the gap in our employment sector in various organizations. And thank you very much for listening. And I can hand over back to Sudhir for any further clarifications or any questions, whatever that may be. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anil, for sharing with us that in-deep, well-researched presentation, the kind of scope that is still there, and the opportunities that is going to happen, and present for the new graduates, and especially from a unique institution like NICMAR. Yeah. With this, we would like to conclude this particular presentation, and we would be joining in the next session, which would be on innovation and technology. With this, we would like to thank Dr. Anil Kashyap, and
Thank you
with
very much, Sudhir. Thank you.
we are proudly here to present speaker certificate to Dr. Anil Kashyap, who is the Director General for National Institute of Construction Management and Research. Thank you very much,
Thanks,
sir.
Sudhir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks very much.